created some extraordinary structures in our short time on Earth. But our skills can't compete with the world's ultimate architect, Mother Nature. So grab your camera, because we're going to visit 5 of the most spectacular natural wonders on the planet. Let's start with a splash and head to the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe in southern Africa, home to the largest waterfall in the world, Victoria Falls. While it's not the tallest waterfall, nor the widest, in terms of volume, more water cascades off the rim of Victoria Falls than off of any other cliff in the world. It's twice the height of Niagara Falls, and well over twice the width of the Horseshoe Falls of Niagara. Needless to say, it's big, and it creates a huge cloud of mist at the bottom. During the rainiest years, its volume increases dramatically, which might make you think twice about jumping in here. The Devil's Pool. It'll attract you with its calm halo of water amidst the white water around it, but it'll terrify you with its location, right on the edge of the waterfall. Located on the Zambian side, the rock barrier here forms an eddy where the river flow remains at a certain level, allowing visitors to swim near the edge with relatively low risk of going over. And the truly adventurous may dare to peek over the edge, though extreme caution should be taken at all times. Not close enough for you? What about jumping in head first? Falling 364 feet straight down to the bottom of the river. Set up on the nearby Victoria Falls Bridge. Yet even if you don't jump off its bridge or into its pool, standing beside Victoria Falls is a rush all its own. Let's head west, back to the edge of Arizona and Utah, where we'll hike through the Paria Canyon Vermillion Cliffs wilderness, home of this natural wonder, the wave. Famous among hikers and photographers, this large rock formation sits on the hills of the Coyote Buttes near the border. With its naturally smooth slopes and undulating ridges, it's easy to see how the wave got its name. Water runoff helped form this sandstone marvel thousands of years ago. But today, it's the desert winds that continue to modify its shape. Nearby petroglyphs, or rock engravings, prove that native people enjoyed Paria Canyon long before our time. If you want to see the wave in person, plan ahead. Due to its popularity, the Bureau of Land Management limits access to the area to just 20 hiking permits a day. If you can nab one, it's certainly a wave worth riding. Heading southwest across the Pacific and the equator to the island of Java, we'll now hike to one of the most famous attractions in Indonesia, Mount Bromo. At only 8,000 feet, it doesn't stand out for its height in this mountainous region. It stands out because it's a highly active volcano. Mount Bromo has erupted dozens of times in the last 10 years, spewing ash and rock into the surrounding air. While visitors are warned against visiting during a period of increased activity, the eruption of Mount Bromo can be a spectacular sight. When dormant, the volcano is easily accessible from the mountain village of Samoro Lawang, just a 45-minute hike through the village hills to the crater. Several temples still stand nearby, and every year, on the 14th day of a Hindu festival called Kusoto, locals make their way to the top of the volcano to make an offering of goods by throwing them into the caldera. The volcano and its surrounding area is a favorite amongst landscape photographers, and when it lies dormant, the skies remain clear, offering visitors an incredible view of the night sky. Welcome to New Brunswick, Canada, home of the Bay of Fundy. At first glance, the Bay of Fundy may look like any other beautiful forested cove, but if you stick around long enough, you'll see the water undergo a drastic transformation. That's right, the Bay of Fundy holds the record for having the highest tidal range in the world. Just how big is this range? The vertical difference between low and high tides is more than 53 feet. And through it all stand these, the Hopewell Rocks. These large rock formations were caused by tidal erosion. They stand 40 to 70 feet tall, towering over the bay and welcoming visitors to one of nature's coolest phenomenons. Want to check things out up close? Rent a kayak and take it out on the bay during high tide. The erosion has created a number of awesome caves, most big enough for a kayak to explore. But don't hang out too long. Otherwise, you might find yourself stranded when the tide goes out.